The Youth Conservation Council is a high school program in which students come to learn, firstly, about water conservation, and then secondly, advocate for water conservation.
I joined YCC ultimately because when the beginning of this program, I was interested in being a biologist.
I was not initially interested in conservation, but it grew as something I'm interested in.
I decided to join because I heard about the program from a friend, and it led me to learn about more about myself and how I actually do like conservation a lot. See, it really just pushed me more to look into those fields, and that's why I picked chemical engineering. You meet with a bunch of experts in the field who talk about their own experience, and it allows you to learn about different pathways that you can take in the future.
One of the speakers I learned the most from is Chauncey. He, being an environmental lawyer, and my personal interest in becoming a lawyer in the future, this helps me understand a little more about the judicial process in general.
I do remember them telling us grass is a lot of maintenance, and many people don't think of that. They just want to water, make sure that their grass is all green, but the grass doesn't actually benefit anyone, it just takes away water.
Some of the other speakers we had were talking about such unique parts of water conservation. For example, something that I found really interesting was when we had the water patrol come and talk to us. I didn't know that was a job.
You also get to not only take these conservation classes and hear about people in our community who are helping conserve water, but go on field trips that help educate us so that we can educate the community. Staying in this program made me realize that there are other options, there are other STEM options, and even if people aren't interested in STEM, they should still join because we have met people in public affairs, we have met graphic designs and even event planners that have helped us as students who some of us may not have that experience running a booth or running an event, but because of those people, you'll be able to actually get hands-on experience.
The Earth Day celebration is a capstone of the YCC program, and what went into it was basically a culmination of all the things we've learned from speakers and even these field trips we've had.
The Earth Day booth that I specifically led to raise awareness about water conservation was a slime booth. So it was to touch on flocculation in wastewater treatment. And wastewater treatment's like a really important part of water conservation because that's how used water gets returned back into the environment.
We were learning from a gardener, and I was very interested in the adaptations that certain plants have. So my idea was mostly to have incorporations from certain plants. This plant has a certain adaptation which helps it contain and even collect water.
Well, there's a water pledge station in which you sign your name and you say how you're going to actually conserve water. You are developing leadership skills. Just being able to plan such a large event really teaches you how to organize, how to communicate.
The qualities I've learned is more of being confident in yourself and being able to bring your own ideas and self-discipline.
I would always show up to the meetings, but I would never speak up. And it wasn't until this third year that I finally had the courage to become that leader that I've always wanted to be.
I hope YCC has an impact on this generation by having more people interested in water in general because of how important it is and how Nevada isn't even the only state that is contributing to the usage of Lake Mead, because not everyone in this program is going to stay in Nevada. So I hope even those who were in it go to other states like California or even Arizona to try to make a change for how they conserve water.
Just like how I started, in this program, I was a bit hesitant. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but you will have a community that will support you.
that's the impact that YCC has. It inspires kids to actually get more, even if it's temporary, at least they get more involved in water conservation. But I think that a lot of them will be inspired for like their entire lives and probably go into this field after this program.